Hey y'all, it's your girl Shot the Greatest and welcome back to my YouTube channel, y'all. Today I am back again with another story time for you guys. As you guys can see by the title, I am letting you guys know, or giving you guys insight about my celibacy journey. For those of you who don't know what celibacy is, going celibate means like you cut out sex. Sometimes it means not completely. Maybe, some people may masturbate. Some people may, please themselves, but, don't penetrate or different things like that. It's a lot of ways you can go celibate, but I chose the way where I do not have sex with anybody at all and I please myself. So a lot of people was asking me about it, and I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on why I felt like I had to go celibate, what made me go celibate, and how's it going for me. So I chose to go celibate December 12th of 2020. Basically, I felt like, and I really hope I don't cry because I always cry. Oh my God, we only, like 2 minutes in? Like, stop being a wimp. Stop being a bitch. Okay, so so what made me go celibate, guys? I was going through a lot. I had just got out of a very toxic 2-year relationship, the worst relationship I've ever been in. It destroyed me mentally, it destroyed me emotionally, and I never want to go back to that place. I rebuke that place every day. I lost myself in that relationship. I didn't know who I was anymore. And it's so crazy because before I got into that relationship, I wanted to go celibate, but due to the fact that person was not very, considerate of my feelings and respectful of my decision, it kind of broke. The celibacy thing just didn't go as planned. Then I finally started enjoying my singleness a little bit more, and I felt like dating was not going good for me at all. I was going, meeting different guys, going out on dates with them, and like after a month or two, it just didn't surpass that, and I didn't understand why, because I felt like I was happy within myself. I felt like I was, already forgave my past, and I was ready to, meet somebody, learn how to love again. I had a spirit of pornography. I had a spirit of soul tie. Sex was just very pleasurable to me. It was so pleasurable to a point where I kept going back to my ex and having sex with him and soul tying with other women that he has slept with and cheated on me with and soul tie with me with. And I just lost myself all over again. When I first met my ex, this is how I knew I really found out that, soul tying is real as it gets. When I first met my ex, I believe he was fresh out of prison, maybe a year out or something like that. And, as you guys know, when a guy touched down from prison, they typically have sex with multiple women. That's just to be expected. Before I met him, I didn't care about sex. I was still living with my mom. Sex wasn't a thing for me. I was just, really getting into my womanhood of really starting to have sex, with other men and things like that. So I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I was still in high school. I didn't really care for sex. Sex wasn't on my mind. I always knew it was just something fishy about him. So we started having sex, and come to find out he was cheating on me with multiple women, long story short. I checked his phone one day and it was so many women. He had like a hidden feature. Ladies, I'm not trying to be crazy, but it's a hidden feature on your man's phone. If you have an iPhone, on your woman's phone, your man's phone, you hit the hidden feature, and it literally stuff that you can hide within your camera roll. So it was a lot of videos of him having sex with other women, and I was looking at these dates, and these dates we were together on these dates. It really broke my heart. Yeah, I don't like going back to this place because it always gets me emotional. It just really broke my heart. I started comparing myself to the woman that he was having sex with. I started belittling myself. It was a point where I started gaining weight, and my self-esteem was so low for so long. I felt like nobody wanted me, or nobody wanted to love me, or I wasn't good enough to be loved because of that relationship. And I was scared to let him go because I felt like he was the only person that loved me or made me feel a type of way at times. That probably was the unhappiest I've ever been in my life. And that's just me being honest. I wasn't happy in that relationship at all. I faked the funk, and around this time I was in my prime, or I should have been in my prime. It was the first summer of me graduating my high school, my 12th grade year. And I moved into my very first apartment. All I remember in that apartment was just torment and arguments and bad moments when he was there or when I was with him. So it just broke me down. I started not to trust anybody. It started to become a kind of relationship where I would cheat on him because he would cheat on me. It just was very unhealthy at the time because I was just so caught up in a man that didn't love me, or I thought loved me, or made me feel some type of way that I didn't want to let him go because he manipulated me, I felt like at times, and he just made me feel like shit, you know what I mean? He made me feel like I wasn't good enough, and the list just goes on. But this video isn't about him. Long story short, guys, I remember it was December of 2019, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I just really had a bad spirit of pornography, and I didn't know where it came from because that never was me. That's not how my mom raised me. That's not what goes down in my family's household, or what my family is about, or where my family comes from. Sex has never been an issue in the family at all. Like, just having sex or having, you know, just a obsession. I realized I had a problem about 6 months ago. About 6 months ago, I had a problem when I was talking to my mom about it, and I basically told her about all the videos I saved and what interests me. And she told me that was a spirit of pornography, and I didn't know that it was a spirit at all. I thought it was normal. I said, well, everybody's doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing up, I'm getting older, I'm tapping into my feminism, but that wasn't normal at all. It wasn't normal. It wasn't like a good thing to do, I guess. That's when I lie down and I said a prayer to God, asking God to deliver me from that, because that was a problem for me for a very long time. And I didn't realize it. It took my mom to see the videos that was in my phone and to get an insight of what I was looking at, and really feeding my soul, feeding my spirit, because I didn't know it was a problem. I thought it was totally normal. I kind of just started asking God and praying to God, like, you know, for more deliverance, because I felt like a weight lifted off my heart, but it was still there. I had a pregnancy scare. It was this guy that I kind of grew up with. We had sex, the condom broke. I was scared shitless because before that, I had got a full checkup from my OBGYN a month prior to that day. I just know the guy that I was having sex with, I just knew he was out there. Like, I just felt like he just had sex with many women. Like, I just, deep down inside, that's what I felt. I went to the doctor, I got another full scan, and thank God my test results came back negative, everything. I was totally clean, 100%. I wasn't pregnant. So it was a slight pregnancy scare, but it just kind of messed up my spirit a little bit. And after he left my home, I just felt bad, or I felt worthless. I felt like what I was doing was wrong, because I before that I asked God for deliverance, but temptation just crept back in. That's when I started acting and, you know, tapping back into content, and, you know, getting a lot of money opportunities, big brand deals. Things weren't coming through for me as much as I would have liked. It's like literally every time I had a blessing waiting for me, when I would finally get to the blessing, it'll either be a delay, or oh, not right now, you can't get approved for this right now. Like I said, when I was submitting to acting agencies to get my acting career off the ground, and so I can really, you know, star in some of these shows and movies. I'm not gonna say any names because this is not what this video is about. It was a talent agency. One of my guy friends that I was in acting class with had told me about this agency. They said, hey, they're looking for, you know, influencers like yourself. You're a good actor, China. You've been acting for, you know, a little over a year now. I definitely think this would be a perfect fit for you. I think you should, you know, reach out to them and submit to them. Come to find out, my PR, my public relations person was, you know, tight, or had, you know, was in talks with this agency already. So they already had a kind of relationship to a point where it can get me in the door easier. The person, you know, told me to email them. I emailed them. I sent them my marketing materials, my acting, my headshots, my resume package, everything. And so they kind of declined my offer. They basically told me, we're not looking for talent right now. We're not looking for any new talent right now, but we can do some promo with you. I'm not trying to do promo. I'm trying to be with an agency, a management, a talent agency. I took that as an insult, because I'm over here telling them I'm trying to go to talent agency, and you're like, no, we're fine, but can we do some promo with you? Like, what I look like? So I felt totally I felt very, very disrespected. So I kind of left that at that, y'all. And you know, in my mind I was like, well, you know, they did tell me that they wasn't looking for any talent, so maybe they're not looking for talent at this given moment, so I'm just going to wait you know 2 months or so and see what's up. Another talent agency that I reached out to called J Purvis Talent Agency. It's one of the biggest agencies in the southeastern region. Y'all can look them up. A lot of big actors are with them. I got a chance to, you know, get referred to them by somebody else that was in the agency. Thank God they emailed me back, but they basically told me that I need to build up my materials again and then resubmit maybe 3 months down the line. That's what I did maybe 2 months ago, and no reply. I didn't get with them. Now we're gonna go back to the first talent agency I mentioned to you guys that my classmate put me onto. So yeah, y'all, so they explained to me that they wasn't looking for talent, but they wanted to do promo with me, which was cool. I'm not a jerk about it, but I kind of was like, nah, that's not what I'm trying to do. So I kind of just, you know, disregarded the email. A month later, they followed me. They know I followed them. I reach out to them. I keep up, you know, with their postings when they're having auditions for something. I keep up with it. Literally a month later, tell me why they posted a flyer on Instagram saying, hello, we're looking for talent in the Atlanta area. They never reached back out to me and said, hey, we're looking for talent in your area. Never followed up with me about them, you know, finally looking for talent again, and I may be a potential client. I felt shaded. I felt totally shaded, and I'm not gonna say that was gonna be the end of my career, but I just didn't understand why. I'm saying, I'm like, I have everything I need. I've been taking classes, y'all. I take about 4 to 5 acting classes a week. It's 7 days in a week. 5 of those days take up me going to acting class because I'm so dedicated to this. Literally, I spend a little over $700, $800 on acting class weekly. I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm submitting to all of these agencies. I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm taking classes, but nothing is coming through for me. Within that following month, my business started to slow down. I was submitting to audition for feature films, short films, web series. I got booked to be a part of a feature film. I was going to be a lead role on that film. I didn't know that they wasn't trying to pay me. Like I said, I didn't know they wasn't trying to pay me. She mentioned that it was in the materials, but I guess I didn't pay close attention to the materials at the time. So closer to the film date and closer to, you know, the table read, I asked, hey, you know what I'm saying, is this gig paid? And she was like, oh no, it's not paid. And I said, yikes. I said, well, it's all good as long as I can receive my credits, my movie credits, as well as my clips that I will be in the film so I could put on my demo reel. She told me that was fine. Literally, they planned to have the table read that weekend, but that same weekend I had got booked to be a day player in this student film, I believe, or something like that. It was another film that I got picked to be a day player in. Well, literally that day player movie did not hit me up and give me a call sheet and tell me what time they want me to be on set until literally like 18 hours before. Here I am having to attend a table read for a lead role, and not only do I have to attend the lead role, I also have to go 30 minutes. I also have to be on set right now while I'm on this table read to star in as a day player in this other film that's 30 minutes away from me. So I explained to the people, the director, that I was going to be a little late because I had a table read. They told me it was unfortunate, but they'll see what they can do as far as waiting around for me. So that was that. And literally, y'all, while I'm on the table read, I'm doing my makeup. I felt like I was engaged. I was doing my makeup. I was engaged. I explained to the casting director that I had another film to attend, and I just chose to kind of delay that so I can do this table read. Literally, y'all, the next day, they emailed me and told me that they wanted to withdraw me from the film. Hold on, let me rewind real quick. So then I went on to, after I got off the table read for the film that I was gonna be a lead role in, I had went to the other film I had to be in. I walk in, they look at me, they tell me, hey, we already got somebody else to do it. You were late. That's how this film industry work. So I couldn't be mad, I couldn't have attitude because they told me what time I had to be on set, even though it was 18 hours before. But when it comes to the film industry, you gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So I literally wasted my makeup, time, gas, for them to tell me to turn back around because they found somebody else to do it. Very unfortunate. That whole day, my whole day was ruined after that. Shortly after, the next day, maybe a day or two later, that's when the lead role, the director hit me up on my email and said, hey, we're deciding to withdraw you from the film simply because we felt like you wasn't engaged enough on the Zoom call. We felt like you had too much going on, and you also questioned us about the pay. So we felt like you didn't read our marketing materials. All of this bad stuff is happening to me. Also, lastly, and I'm gonna continue with my story, my home loan. I tried to get approved for my home loan, but they told me I had to have my tax returns. I didn't have tax returns. I didn't have a W-9. I didn't have any of that stuff. So I had to hire a CPA and pay him a little over $1,500 to do my 2018, my 2019, my 2020 tax forms. So that loan was put on hold for me the very first time I tried to pre-qualify for a loan. Literally, all of this stuff, y'all, is happening in my life. It's like my hand is there, but I'm not catching it, or I'm not receiving the blessing. It's like the blessing will be there and then it'll slip away through my fingers. And it was very unfortunate, y'all, because I worked so hard. I worked so hard. I spent so much money on acting classes. I put in the work. I put in, you know what I'm saying, the time. I got nothing back for so many months. For so many months. Nobody wanted to represent me. Agencies wasn't hitting me back. It was literally a process. A really sad process. And it was so unfortunate, you know what I mean? I don't mean to be a crybaby, but y'all, I just go through so much stuff and that I don't, you know, share with you guys, and it really gets me emotional. So, long story short, it's like blessings were in my face, but I could not reach them, and I didn't understand why. Around the time New Year's came about, that's when me and my friend Jonathan, we went out to 2 different events. We weren't able to get drunk because the place was out of liquor, or it wasn't what we liked or what we wanted. He wasn't able to get high. I don't smoke. He wasn't able to get high. When we got to the first event, the clock had already struck 12, so the party was ending. And then by the time we got to the other event, people was drunk. Everybody wasn't really in tune. Like, it just really was no point of us being there. So me and him just riding around Atlanta, I'm like, dang, like, we ain't did nothing fun. Every event we went to was lame. We wasn't talking about nothing. And we just really couldn't understand why we couldn't enjoy ourselves. So long story short, me and my friend, we had a very long talk about, you know, New Year's and, you know, what's in store for us, what we want to do, what we want to improve on, things like that. I was having so many dreams that I was remembering every day. I'll wake up from my sleep and I'll be like, dang, like that dream was weird. And a lot of the dreams that I was having, my loved ones that was close to me dying. I kind of got scared, and I'm like, God, like, what's going on? Like, you trying to tell me something? So it was literally, my loved ones kept dying. I'm talking about people I used to go to school with, from my mom to my uncles to my sisters to my brothers. Like, people just kept dying in my dreams. And literally, y'all, as I woke up, I remember these dreams so vividly. Usually, I don't know if y'all know, but it's really hard to remember a dream sometimes. But these dreams here, y'all, I was remembering like it was nobody's business. I was like waking up, I'm like, I remember that whole thing from start to finish. Like, why do people in my life keep dying? Like, what's going on? So I'm texting people as time going by, like, you good? Because I had a dream about you. I'm just checking on you, right? Boom, it was another dream that really stood out to me, right? All of this is going to make sense and come full circle, so make sure y'all just listen. So I kept having dreams that people was dying. My loved ones was dying close to me, right? Boom. Another dream I had was me looking at a house. The house was fully furnished. The house was huge. It was a mansion, y'all. Literally, it had like 10 bedrooms, 8 baths, finished basement. It had like an infinity pool in the back. And I believe the homeowners was telling me it's only like $1,500 a month. So I'm like, $1,500 a month? That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like, for all of this, with the furniture included? So I'm literally getting happy. So as I'm looking at this house, in my dream, they say things like, hey, yes, it's for you, but you can't get it right now. Not right now. I think you should wait. But I'm like, wait, like, I got the money right now. Like, what's T? Like, I can pay y'all right now. Oh yeah, we think you should wait. It's totally yours, but we think you should wait. So I woke up one morning and I said, it has to be a reason why I'm remembering all of these dreams. Now, you remember I told y'all I kept having dreams about my loved ones dying. My loved one dying in my dream, right? So I typed up dream meaning in Google. Dream meaning of loved ones dying. Dreams of someone dying can be unsettling, but they shouldn't be taken literally. Death in a dream may symbolize the end of something and the beginning of something new. Dreams provoke emotions, and those emotions can help you connect a dream to events in your life. As I'm reading this, I feel like it's speaking to me. Then I scroll down a little bit more. Death of your loved one in your dream indicates that this particular quality that you possess is being... Oh, y'all, I'm really trying to keep it together. Death of your loved one in your dream indicates that this particular quality that you possess is being transformed in some way. The transformation is often the result of a major change in your walk in life, where you have to let go of old habits and welcome new ways of doing things, right? Dream meaning of buying a house. Buying a house dream meaning. If you were happy to buy a house in your dream, you can expect big changes in your real life. A new house is a symbol of welfare and good health. If the house was spacious with high ceilings in your dream, this possibly means you feel confident and secure in your life. As I'm scrolling down, when a house shows up in your dream, it is a reflection of yourself or your family. It is also a symbol of identity, protection, status, and many more. Whether you are building a new house, moving into a new house, or even wanting to purchase a new house in a dream, it is a sign of bigger and better things coming. Let's go back to me and my friend having a conversation about celibacy. We were talking, chopping it up, and he's telling me like, yeah, celibacy. And I'm like, why the freak he keeps saying celibacy? Like, why do he keep saying celibacy? Like, why do I keep hearing this word? I also was on social media and I kept seeing quotes about celibacy. I didn't understand why, but celibacy was all December. Celibacy was like in my mind full force. God is so good, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Within 2 months of me becoming celibate, as I was dating guys that I saw potentially being with or potentially wanted to be with me, within the first 2 days, really 2 hours if I'm keeping it a buck, within the first 2 hours of me on a date with someone, my spirit would just say, this person is not for you. And typically when I'm dating and I really like a guy, I would just try to force myself in a relationship with them so I can have sex with them, or just be with them on that personal level. I'm on a date with these guys, really nice looking guys. I'm talking about all shapes and sizes, very handsome, great job, great income coming in. As I'm sitting down talking to them, God is telling me that this person is not for me. Every time my energy shifted when I was with this person and I felt like something was up, whether they had a girlfriend, something going on that they didn't tell me about, God was throwing it to me in my face, and it was so easy for me to let them go and move on. Literally, y'all, I was dropping left and right. Like, very handsome, man. I'm telling y'all, I'm talking about good income, good credit, own crib, own car. Like, they really got it going on. If I felt like somebody wasn't for me, I left them alone. I blocked their number. I stopped texting them. I stopped linking them. You know what I'm saying? I stopped replying back so frequently. Like, I kind of just left them alone because in my mind I'm like, well, they're not for me, and I mean, I'm not having sex with them, so it's no attachment, it's no soul tie for me to feel like I had to work things out with this person. So my dating life was getting a lot better, and I was coming across some genuine people, not so genuine people, and I just saw the real within the first 2 hours. I BS you not. As I was praying and asking God for guidance and asking God for favor over my life, everything I prayed for in that moment, God gave to me within a day or two. And y'all might not believe me, but I'm telling y'all, this is real. Literally, I ask for something, God delivers it. Literally everything I asked for, I don't even care if it's $1,000, God gave it to me within 2 days. Within 2 days. I asked God for an agency one day. 2 days later, an agency called my phone that I submitted to a day prior to. I'm signed with an agency as we speak. I've been wanting that for so long. I've been wanting that for months straight, months at a time, dang near a year. I've been trying to get with an agency. I asked God for an agency one day, and I really explained to him how I felt and what I was feeling. God blessed me with an agency. 2 days later, and the president of the agency was one of my good friends' mom. I didn't even know she was the president of the agency. A week prior to, I tried to get a home loan for my first home. 2 days later, I got approved for a home loan of $300,000. $300,000. I got approved for a home loan at 20. This favor is unfair. What did I do to deserve all of this? God was throwing stuff at me the entire time I've been celibate. I just thank God so much, y'all. I don't know how long I'm gonna be celibate. I'm not gonna sit up in here and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna be celibate till marriage, because I feel like I don't even think God God even know I'm not capable of that. But I might be. So I'm not going to say that. And if God told me to do it, I think I will do it. But I feel like as of now, how I feel, it's like I don't even want to break my celibacy, because I feel like my blessings are going to stop outpouring. Like, I feel like my blessings are going to stop. Like, God has been blessing me so much, y'all, day in, day out. Literally every day has been good news for me, non-stop. God is so good, man. God know my heart. He know what I've been through these past couple months. He know what I've been through last year, the year before last. He was there with me the whole entire time. And I felt like that relationship I was in broke me down so much. It made me not want to trust anybody. It just turned me into a nasty person, a very, very angry person, bitter person. I didn't believe in love anymore. I felt like all guys was cheaters. It just really messed me up mentally. I started having low self-esteem. I thought I wasn't good enough. I thought I wasn't pretty enough. It was at a time where I was stalking all the females. Literally, I had a backup burner page. Literally, all the females he had sex with, I was stalking their page day in, day out. And when you get to that point, you got to take a step back and evaluate your life. You evaluate yourself and ask yourself, why are you doing this? Or why do you feel the need to stalk these women? Because of an idiot or a young-minded individual that don't know any better, or know better but don't care about you, or that's not your king, or somebody who God been told you don't need to be with since day uno, but you chose to have sex with this person, create a soul tie. Now you're stuck to this person and can't leave them alone. So for so long, I was going back to that boy, y'all. I didn't understand why. Those days he treated me so wrong, y'all. I'm telling y'all, and I didn't understand why that soul tie was so strong. I really didn't know, but I literally I spent so much time with this man, and I just felt like it just created a soul tie, y'all. That relationship was the worst relationship I ever been in. I wouldn't even wish on my worst enemy to be in a relationship with that man. And for me to finally say I'm detached from him completely, it just took me so long to leave him alone and let him go. You know what I mean? And it's been plenty of months now since I let him go and just forgot about him completely and got him out of my system. And like I said, when you love the person, that love don't go away overnight. So yeah, that love don't go away overnight. So I just really wanted to share that testimony to you guys, and in hopes that it'll touch somebody else out there who's thinking about going celibate, or who's having an issue, or having low self-esteem, or feeling weird about something, or in a bad relationship that they don't need to be in. I encourage everybody, like, celibacy is the key. I'm not judging nobody, you feel me? But my journey has been so beautiful. My journey has been so beautiful to this day. I've been with my boyfriend and we still haven't had sex, and I don't know when. And I told him that, I said, I really don't know when. Like, I really don't know when. God has been so good to me. I don't even want to risk it. You know what I mean? So right now, I feel like I'm in a better headspace than I ever been, like, in about the last 2 years. I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm taking care of myself more. I'm, doing more self-love and just really catering to myself and really just giving myself that love, tender care. And I'm happy. Like, probably the happiest I've been in a while. That really completes this story time. I just really wanted to share my testimony with you guys, and to just let you guys know that God has been blessing me beyond measures. I'm so happy, I'm so proud, and I know there's even more to come, and there's even more in store. Literally, I've grown the tightest relationship with God that I've ever been, that I ever had with God. I've grown the tightest relationship. Like, me and him have a love language going on. He come throughs for me. I hear him in the midnight hour. Like, I can, everything that happens to me, I'll be like, that was God. Every coincidence, that was God. Every angelic message, that was God. I just really wanted to share that testimony with you guys. Like I said, I don't want to talk you guys' ear off more than I have, because this video about to be an hour, and we not doing that. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Peace and blessings.